mouse, or that screen phone, you're watching Spread Those Wings.
Guys, welcome back to Spread Those Wings Chicken Wing Podcast. This week I can say it's episode 206 because I announced that last week and it was not episode 206.
It could be whatever episode we want it to be.
It's episode 206 now, for 100%. I was jumping the gun. Gary, where did we go today?
So it's the Erie Street Grill, or Grill on Erie. Looks like they're only doing takeout right now. When I went in there, that said a sign that said takeout only, no dine-in. So that's where we went today. They had a plethora of flavors, but today we chose triple hot, extra hot. It looks like it's just labeled as 3x hot. An interesting one, a flaming honey. What does that say? Garlic.
Yes.
Flaming honey garlic. Kyle and I, the Buffalo Wing Beaut, were ecstatic when we saw that on there.
It was like our twin dick telepathy got hard at the same time. I said, yo, that flaming honey garlic. He goes, same though.
We changed it up. It's pretty basic flavor, but we've never seen it. Salt and pepper, and then just the plain old medium.
Yeah.
We were originally going to go with Chipotle, but they called and said they didn't have it, so we switched to...
Thus, salt and pepper.
Yeah.
I'm not upset. Definitely wasn't sure what we were getting. I know some of these places that you get that are kind of in the heart of nowhere don't have great flavors, but they have me intrigued with these last two. We say we get into these mediums, though. That's a big fucking drum right off the top there. An interesting looking medium because, like, they're not very saucy, but they have nice color to them.
Yeah, they do.
Do another episode. Wow.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
In terms of heat, I'd like a little bit more, but it's still
Flavorful. It's really flavorful. You know, with Machu Picchu Pilsner, we're really lacking on these napkins. I might need another because I don't know if that was the wing or the blue cheese that I got that was the flavor I got. I really liked.
The blue cheese is very good too.
Yeah, it was the blue cheese. I was like really creamy.
They must make it at night.
I'm not making it right, Dad. I'm making it right.
Very crispy too. I'll start off since you're eating stuff.
Sure.
Crisp, I'm gonna go with a 9. It's crispy but tender, which almost is like how you want it. Meat, I'll go with an 8. I had a decent sized drum there. Sauce, 8. Enough sauce in it for me. Flavor, I'm gonna go with a 7.5 because the blue cheese enhanced the flavor. It's not a bad medium by any means, but very standard. I wish it was a little hotter. Enough flavor for me. It's pretty flavorful. It's even better with the blue cheese. The blue cheese is fantastic. And then...
They were expensive.
They were expensive. I'm going to go with a 6.5 on the price because they were cheaper if we did... We couldn't split them. So I had to order like 10s. I wasn't able to split them
Online, at least.
online. And I was busy at work, so it was tough to call. So, what I give? Oh, okay, 78.
Yeah,
I don't remember
if I'm not mistaken, it was almost $20 for 10 wings.
Yeah.
But then again, to be fair, did
it was
you
like
have 2 wings or 1?
1.
Okay, so we did get 10 wings, and they just packed the boxes, and they're big wings. Yeah, I'm actually kind of shocked by that. I'm going to go 8.5 on crisp. Definitely a little crispier than we looked, and that's not a bad thing. Meat, I'm going to go 8.5 also. Excuse me. Not the biggest wing, but very tender. That's the one that, like, even that first wing I had, I broke apart because, like, the bone was actually shattered in it. And usually if I get a shattered bone wing, it's a mess.
It's garbage, yeah.
That was still tender, and it looks like something just had an impact on that. Amount of sauce, I'm going to go 7.5. I'm only going to do that because there wasn't a bunch, but it's almost like one of those sauces that seeps into the wing. It held very well. There's just, I would have liked more. Flavor, I'm going to go 9. It's that 1 point away from the heat.
Right.
Flavorful, like you said, the blue cheese added to it, but even by itself, I thought it was a very different medium
Yeah.
and not in a bad way.
I didn't really. A lot of places you can taste the butter. You can taste like the additives in there that you do to reduce the heat, and that's not how it was.
Yeah, I think everything meshed very well, and it took its own life on. I'm gonna go 6.5 on price. It is expensive, but I would buy that. Like, it's not a bad wing. I'm gonna come in with an 80. I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah, I mean, for a medium wing, bravo.
We want to impress us more. Let's see what the hell a salt and pepper wing entails.
Yeah, I might go without first.
I think it's a good choice.
Pepper flakes are huge.
Yeah, that is giant, coarse black pepper.
Not bad.
It's different.
Yeah.
Actually, Kettle Brand chip has a salt and pepper, cracked black pepper and salt chip, and it almost tastes spot on like the chip.
I actually kind of like this.
I would like to probably say a sign of a good wing place, like very basic, and you know what you're doing, and it works.
I'm like, salt and pepper, very lazy. I shouldn't say lazy, very simple. But you can fuck it up. And I like what they did.
Very much so.
If you over salt or over pepper, I think there's literally a perfect blend of each.
Fuck. That is really good. I'm telling you.
And there's even like a sauce on it almost.
It's almost like a butter sauce to finish it off. I'm telling you, if you're a fan of the Kettle Brand and you've had that chip, that's almost spot on what it is. I'm going to have Heather trial that for us when she's done with the baby off air. I'll start. It's a 10 on the crisp. Like, it's got butter to it. I know it's a dry rub, obviously, with the fact that it's salt and pepper, but that is everything you could ask for more on crisp. I'm sure you probably heard on the playback feed there. Amount of meat, I'm going to go 8.5. Like, neither of them were the biggest wing, but they were still pretty juicy for how crispy the wing itself was. Amount of sauce slash dry rub, I'm going to go 7.5. It was very simple. There wasn't really anything to it. It got the job done. There's no flair. I guess that's the problem. It's not really a sauce. That's the biggest concern. Flavor, I never in my life thought that this is something like, oh, I'm going to need this. Like, I like it.
I need
it. I'll go 8.5 on price. Like, I would fuck around with that. Or 8.5 on flavor. And I'll go 7 on price. Like, I actually might pay for that before I pay for the medium. It's an 83 for me.
So, anything outside of hot, medium, or mild did have extra on it, so that's why they're so expensive.
Yeah, I'd still be fine with it.
I did want to mention that, just that's why they're so expensive. Crisp, that's another 10. You can't get any crisper than that without breaking a tooth.
Seriously.
That's one of the crispiest wings I've ever had. Meat, I'll go with an 8. I had 2 wings that were pretty good size. Sauce.
Same thing.
Salt slash pepper. It's a dry rub, but it had some butter finish on it. I'm going with a 9. If there was enough of both on there to where I'm not just eating salt, I'm not just eating pepper, I'm going to go with a 9.5 on flavor. It's so basic, but so just flavorful. I wouldn't eat a whole bunch of them only because you're going to raise your blood pressure or your cholesterol.
Yeah, we don't got to raise ours any higher.
I'd want to eat those, like I could eat a lot of them. And then price, I'll go with an 8 as well because I don't mind paying extra for those.
Man,
That's an 89. That's a fucking great wing
I'll tell you what.
for just so basic.
Off of just the first 2 wings, they're going to have a real chance to jump that top 25. And these were the 2 wings we were excited about, so...
I want to try the other food. They have some other, like a pretty decent sized menu.
I am excited. Flaming honey garlic.
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go without.
Without and then with? Oh, Gary, hold on. This one right here's got your name on it.
I'll grab it after.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about only having 2 people is we can eat more than one. Holy shit.
There's even still some crisp to it.
I don't know how to determine what I'm eating. It's good though.
I feel like I need a...
It's definitely a sweet heat.
There's the shatter bones.
It's very thick sauce. I'm not that upset. It's almost like a barbecue texture to it.
You're right. It's a big ass flat.
This is good.
I think I went the third because I'm waiting for a little more heat, but I do like it.
I think it's a decent amount of heat. For some people, it might be a little bit too much. But it's a manageable heat for like the average person. I'll go 8 on the crisp.
Oh wow.
It's a saucier wing, so it loses some crisp, but it's almost not noticeable. Meat, another 8. I enjoyed the size of the wing. I don't have any complaints about that. Oh. Sauce, I'll go 9. I think there's enough sauce on there. It's a weird consistency, but not anything.
By its own, it stands alone very well.
Flavor, I'll go with a 9. I think combination of sweet heat and whatever I'm tasting, it's unique. I don't think I've ever tasted anything like that. And the price, I'll go with an 8.5 because it was similar to the last one. That's a good wing.
It's an 85 from you. Yeah, that's... I guess the thing I'm going to start at the top here. That is thick sauce. And it did not hamper the crisp. So I'm going to go 10 on the crisp again. Amount of meat's going to take a little hit. I'm going to go with 7.5 of the amount of meat. 2 of my 3 wings were very, very dried up. Bigger wings than I think I've had, but they were really shrunken in there. It definitely accounted for the crisp, and I guess it kind of off balances. They're going to get around 8.5, 9 on both. Sauce is a 9.5. I don't know what they're using or how they're using it, but that is delicious.
I could hear them in the back shaking the bowls around.
Yeah.
They were putting in the work.
Flavor, I'm going to go 8.5. Just because if you're going to name it flaming, I want a little bit more heat, but that garlic was wonderful. I think the reason that you don't get as much heat, and like it's on my tongue, but I think the reason there's not as much is the honey does cancel it out. So I guess in that aspect, it's definitely as advertised. I'd go 8 on that for price too. I would pay for that wing. It's a good wing. That's an 87 from me. They are, unless they fail horribly.
I know this could make or break them, but I think they're going to be just fine.
Yeah, unless they fail horribly, this wing's got them. Got the premise of them sitting in the top 25 right now. It is. I haven't said this in a couple months. It is Devil's Dick Red. But the Triple X, the Ron Falco wing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
fuck.
hope this is flavorful and not just going to singe my tongue.
Oh, it's like they've seen the show. They put all the flats in the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's not killer hot.
I would get a bottom of the barrel one. It's got some heat.
Well, I just mean, it doesn't have that. You know how like the Carolina Reapers have that like
That distinct sting.
Mm-hmm. Just want to have a big one.
Bottom of the barrel. First one to dip a blue cheese here. Ooh.
I actually like this.
Wow. That blue cheese makes it.
I know.
Wow. Holy shit.
Would you like this to myself?
Yeah. Let me just clean up a little. I'm gonna be real graphic here. That wing was like getting one of the best lays of your life. I need to clean up after. I'm panting, and I am ready to go for seconds. Crisp. I don't know how the fuck they did it. There's so much goopy sauce in there. It's gonna take a little hit. It's not as crisp, but it's an 8.5. It still carries well.
It's gotta linger.
Oh yeah. Meat. I'm gonna go 8. Probably the smallest. A little dried out again, but that's the way they're keeping their crisp with the amount of sauce they're putting on it. Amount of sauce is a 9.5. There's a lot in there. There's a lot of bottom of the barrel. I fuck with that.
And it's not even like there's no sauce on the wing. It's like they just sauce the shit out of them.
Yes. The very tops looked a little weak, and I think it's just that they fell through. Roll them once, you're even better. Flavor. I enjoyed it, and it's got to linger. It didn't kill me. On a dare, I could probably sit down and eat 10 of these. I don't know if I want to sit down and eat 10 of these. 5 would be my medium happy ground. I'll go 9 on flavor. Kind of impressed by that.
Mm-hmm.
In price, I mean, $2 a wing and a hot wing I don't think I ever want to buy, but I'd give it a 7. Like, I'll give it an 84. Wow.
So every time I grab a drum from this one, they're massive. So I just want to applaud them for whoever the wing supplier is. Crisp takes a little bit of a hit. I'm gonna go 7.5. It's not anything that I really care about because I enjoyed the wing itself. If they're, I mean, these weren't not fresh, but if they're fresh out, they might be a little bit better.
And as we've seen, it seems to be like most people see, oh, they got the extra hot. Who fucking cares how crispy they are? And they were the different, or the opposite. So
meat, I'm gonna go with a 9, just because the consistency is there. Sauce, I'll go with a 9 as well. I think the sauce is almost on there perfectly. Flavor, I'm gonna go with a 9. I don't give it a lot of 9s, but
it's a good wing.
Extra hot or triple hot, however you want to call it. To me, that's just kind of like an extra hot. I would not call it like a triple hot. It's manageable.
I'd put it between a triple hot and an extra hot. It's that little step. This is a wing the Captain Cajun would have not had a good time with.
Right.
James Hengel is not going within 50 feet of this.
Right.
Like Brett Bedford in a school.
I get why they call it a triple hot, but to me it's not that bad. But I liked it. Did I give a score?
Not on price.
Not on price. I'll go with an 8.5 on price. I'll give it that consistent 8.5 for the better of the wings.
You're going to come out with an 86?
It's an 86.
This place, I'm confidently going to tell you, is a new top 25 place.
Easily. I'm surprised because I didn't really read the reviews. I did sort of. It was just kind of like, oh, this is a good place. I like their pizza. I like this. I like that. I'm like, oh, they got wings. Let's try it. It ends up being one of those diamonds.
Sneaky goods. Yeah. We talked about the diamonds the other day. Like, we still have Wagon Wheel on there, and they're going to jump up there. I don't think they're going to make a top 10 run, but they'll probably be doing like 10 and 15. And if I'm doing the quick math, the average would be around like an 83, 84. Bottom of that list is 82.
I would say they didn't have anything lower than a 78.
78 in it was a 78 and an 80, which will give you a 79 average, and then the other ones were well into the 80s. So
After that, I don't think we had anything lower than 85.
I think the second one we might have done 83, 84, 83, 85. But yeah, I mean it's gonna make a run. If I have to try to place it, I'm gonna try to guess, see if I can get there before. I'm gonna say they come in at. They're gonna come in at 12.
I'm curious for the other flavors now because they did have barbecue. They did have Cajuns, two different styles of Cajuns. That Chipotle wing.
Cajun wet, barbecue. The barbecue. See, I'm interested about the barbecue because they were charging you extra for the barbecue. They had a lemon pepper. We're always looking for a lemon pepper that's not gonna suck. Then a regular honey wing. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'll about do it. Kind of impressed by the way that sat down there. Gary, anything else you've got here?
No, I mean, pleasantly surprised. One of those things where we text each other, we're like, hey, what are we doing today? And we just couldn't figure it out and ended up pulling out one of these little rabbits out of a hat. So.
Little John. Anything else you got? You want to do the rundown, or you want to do it? Or?
We could do the rundown.
Yeah.
Tiki Tribe TV Pro.squarespace.com. It's updated.
100%. Very, very much so. And so are all of our. If you're a watcher, you can watch it online. But if you'd like to listen, every backlogged episode that was not up is officially up online.
Cool.
So everything on Spotify and Apple is there, good to go. All of our new shows are there.
Chicken_dipping. Use the code 716.
I ravaged mine.
I know. Get your ramekins. They're phenomenal. I clean them out every time. Nigga 2 scoops.
He's open.
He's open again.
He's open now.
Get your ice cream there. Phenomenal ice cream, which I've been meaning to get there. Just been too busy.
I'm going to try to go before I go back to work.
I might go during the week at some point. Angel Wing Sauce.
AWS, Angel Wing Sauce. Shout out Jeanette at the therapy session. She actually cut my hair, took a whole bunch off.
Nice.
I needed it. I want to get a disc golf sponsor. We'll see if we can get that.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Spartan disc. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
But I think that about does it. Gary, if you got nothing else.
I don't. No, I don't.
Shout out Dr. Pepper Cream Soda, sponsor Gary.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's pretty good.
Is it as good as the strawberries and cream?
I don't like the strawberries and cream.
Okay, well, that makes me feel better because I wanted to try it and I can't, but yeah, that'll about do it. Gary! Till next time, guys, you keep on spreading those wings. We're going to spread your legs.
Essentially.
Peace out!
Keep it easy.